Hi everyone and welcome to Almost Cancelled. I'm Peter and this is Connor.
Hey guys.
We're going to talk about BrainDead Season 1 Episode 10. It's called The Path to War Part 2, The Impact of Propaganda on Congressional War Votes. They like the big titles on this as always. So full spoilers for the episode. First things first. That's 2 in a row without Gustav.
Yeah,
I was feeling it.
I was too.
I was really feeling it.
I mean, we got what's her name?
Rochelle. But even
Yeah,
then, not a whole ton of her.
no, and not really in the capacity that you want.
It led to a further complaint I kind of had with this episode, and by retrospect last week, and it was
Go on.
seeing Laurel's dad again that brought this up for me. Given the impact of him being infected and what that did to her and what it meant to her, it's kind of weird how, certainly for the last episode and kind of for parts of this one, it almost felt like she didn't seem to like. I don't want to say that she didn't care, but she didn't seem to remember or be
It
on.
didn't give her the drive you'd expect.
No, it was almost like, oh, business as usual. I need to work with this director dude to work on this
Yeah,
documentary thing. Yeah, don't get me wrong, this one had more than last week because it had the paranoia with the pregnancy, and she was concerned that.
that reminds me. Last week you mentioned the whole mind blown moment with at the end of the credit sequence,
Yes.
and you were saying, "Oh, you wonder if all the other episodes did it." I
Mm.
was paying attention this week. The shot it does it on is just as it implies that maybe the baby's infected.
Mm. Okay.
So
Not as good as last week's, but
no, but I
uh,
feel like it's the same intention.
it's still there. Yeah. Which is fair play. I Yeah, so I feel like the drive, giving that she's basically confirmed wholly and completely that there's bugs taking over people. There's no one of them actually spoke to her and confirmed it. In fact, two of them have now at this point.
Yeah, you'd think this would be priority one.
So it's kind of weird that it isn't, and that was kind of lingering there for me throughout the episode.
I guess the point is that she thinks stopping the war is more important, like that the bugs can wait, whereas the war, this has to be done now.
I guess, but it didn't feel right. It, like
Yeah, no, I get you. I'm just I think that's the only reason I can think of why.
Earlier in the season, sure, but now we're at the point where no, we've got to the point where at the end of Act Two, oh shit's really going down. Why isn't she focusing on this? Why isn't Gustav doing stuff? Why aren't we seeing that side of things? It feels really weird. It's been absent in these past two episodes, this late in the season, when
Yeah,
stuff has been cranked up to 11 in that
I
sense.
agree. One episode was fine. I mean, you notice the lack of Gustav because he's awesome, but
Yeah.
I don't think it was a detriment to the overall structure. Whereas two now feels off.
Yeah, because at least last week you kind of forgive it because it was focusing on the main relationship. You're like, okay, it's fine to take an episode out to just focus on that, but now two in a row feels kind of, I don't
Yeah,
know. Feels like we're this late in the season. We have 3 episodes left, and it just felt like the focus wasn't really where it should have been. Um, as for what was actually in the episode, we had Laurel working with this ex-boyfriend of hers who keeps trying to skew this propaganda video to his own agenda
it's quite
of
amusing.
Wall Street. It wasn't amusing at first. It was amusing when we seen the second version of the video, and it still went to who profits from this? Wall Street, the one
That,
percenters.
that's exactly why it's amusing. The fact that he can't let it go.
Um, that was fine. I have to admit, as someone who actually has been trained to film interviews, the where the camera was pointing, when we actually go to because at one point when Laurel's the one manning the camera, it cuts to her camera.
Yeah,
The angle she's sitting at's really fucking weird.
it is. I thought that the first guy, where it's Gareth.
Hmm.
I thought it was fine there.
It was fine there when they were filming it because I didn't really notice it all that much. When I actually seen his footage in the documentary, I thought, oh, that's kind of a weird angle.
Yeah, he looked like he was okay when he was filming it,
Yeah.
but then as soon as you got to her filming it, it was like she looks really far out. to the side.
Yes, and also kind of to the wrong side. You typically like because he was looking out of the camera. Like that's hard to
Yeah,
explain. It typically when you film an interview, you'll have someone. Now for the audio people, this will mean nothing. But if you're watching me on YouTube, you can see right. So me, I've got talking space in front of me, and I am talking into the sort of like past the camera to the interviewer, but the talking space is all in front of me. Right, it's in front of my face that I'm talking into, whereas he was like this.
yeah,
Almost.
facing away from the camera,
Yeah,
basically.
facing out. It's not facing away because you're never looking at the camera.
No, but you're facing, even if you're not facing, like looking into the camera, you're still facing towards it. Because your body is still in the
Yeah,
direction of the camera.
yeah. The whole point is the interviewer sits in the right side of the camera. And when I say the right side, I don't mean right and left. I just mean right and wrong. Like,
Yeah.
there's a side that they sit so that you're looking past the camera in a certain angle, and it looks right. And that didn't look right. Although now that I've brought that up, there was a couple of scenes in this where they really played with doing something irregular with the way they framed the actors. There was a few scenes where they were deliberately framing people dead on, which is actually a really weird thing to do in drama.
Yeah, I noticed it first. It was when Red looks right at it.
It was
Like,
Red
it's-
talking to the woman who's like the grassroots, the one who was like in the car in like episode
Yeah.
4, whatever episode that was, when they were going nuts and trying to hit each other with cars. During that scene, yeah, it was doing that, and then again with Laurel when the camera was kind of spinning around her, but it was always like having her in the center of the frame.
Yeah.
Which I mean, those were fine because those were meant to make you feel like something was awry. Like that,
Yeah,
that was
it
the
was
point.
intentional.
But the
The other
documentary,
one just feels like amateur mistakes, doesn't it?
it does, and it's not so much that I think the makers of BrainDead are shit. It just makes me think that Laurel is a shit filmmaker.
Yeah, but like it was weird because even the footage of Gareth was a bit off, and he's supposed to be this pro. You'd think, you know.
I mean, we're probably delving. I mean, most people who watch the show probably don't give a shit about this, so we're probably spending far too much time in this. But I think the reason why they did this it was to go out of its way, so that you know that way when you have a movie within a movie, right?
Yeah,
And everything in the fake movie inside the movie is always like over the top cheesy because they heighten it almost as if like that's what movies are like to them.
yeah,
I almost felt like they were doing that in a documentary way where, oh, it's always this edgy, like, interview angles and stuff, and it's like, well, it's not really. Like, watch an actual
Yeah.
documentary. You film it properly. I almost felt like that, but it stood out to me, so... so I had that. We had Luke trying to break it off with, like, all 5 of his mistresses, because
Oh,
he's got
boy.
a baby now.
I don't quite understand why they all want to sleep with him this badly.
'Cause
Like,
he must have the touch.
he must do, because literally they're like begging for it.
Well, I think the whole point is just to show that he's a playboy. And it was at least funny.
It was funny.
The part that was funny was when you think he's in the hotel with the same woman as from before, but then it turns out to be someone else.
Yeah, transitions
Yeah,
between them. It's good.
yeah, so that was 2, and then yeah, so it was good fun in that sense. Was there much else in the episode? It was mainly just the video. There was
It was mostly the video.
It was some heart to hearts between Laurel and Gareth, because she sort of deletes his part of the video, and they have kind of a nice moment at the end after having a not so nice moment in the middle when he's like, "Oh, you're making me bad at my job.
Yeah.
Let me do my job." But they had a nice moment at the end and on the phone, and that was all good. And of course, Gareth's wife seems to be infected because she bought the baby the thingy that plays.
You mean
the tune.
Luke's wife?
Sorry, Luke's wife.
I was like, I'm sure I've missed something here, Pete, but
I said the wrong name. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Luke's wife. Yes.
you nearly did it again there.
Give me peace. Give me peace.
Jesus.
And that's what we got on. Yeah, that's pretty much it. We spent like half that talking about the interview framing, but
My question is, so you know the baby shuts up when she plays the song at the end. Now, is the baby actually infected, or is it just typical shutting up for the song?
well, I think the more notable part is that before that, the baby was happy when Luke was there and playing with her, but when it was the mum, she started crying. So to
Yeah.
me, she's maybe can detect infected people. Although that said, she was crying earlier when Laurel picked her up too. So I'm not quite sure how that works out. Maybe it's because she was technically infected for a little bit, but got rid of it.
Maybe, or maybe that was just babies being babies.
It could be, but it's notable at the end though. The way it's like all happy when he's there, and
It is, but then it threw me off because it goes quiet for the song.
yeah, but that could just be song spinning
It,
thing.
it could. This is why it's mixed messaging. I'm not sure which one they're trying to imply because they gave us like you said the crying thing and then this straight after. It's like what are you trying to tell me here? They just need to clear up the message a little bit on this one.
I'm sure we'll find out next week.
Yeah,
Well,
probably.
maybe not. I don't know. My only hope is that next week we have some goddamn Gustav because he's been long overdue. It wasn't a bad episode. It was just a really weird episode to have this late in the season.
Yeah, if this had been like episode 4 or 5, I think we'd be much more positive on it.
Yeah, it felt really weirdly placed to the point where I was like, "That's just the where Laurel's character is. It doesn't make any sense to me that she's acting this way. That
Yeah,
she's not like proper. Because see when she was doing the video and she said an infection, I thought, oh wait, she's going to put this into the video. She's going to slip this in and
I
put it
thought she
out.
was too, and then no.
Um. So yeah.
Also, just I think how slimy is that filmmaker just taking all the credit?
Oh yeah, he's a dick. He's
Yeah.
a complete douchebag. But no, that's this week's BrainDead. Not a bad episode, but just really weird placement and really, for me, didn't jive with where I thought Laurel's mindset should be now, given what happened with her father. But there you go. Let us know what you think in the comments below, and like and subscribe and all that jazz. Get us on Twitter at mild_fuzz. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time.